Let's test something. Wait, why did that sink? It sank all the way to the bottom. Let's make an observation. The rock is heavy and it sinks. Now let's test something different. A sponge. Do you think it will sink or float? Let's see. So the sponge floats, but the rock sinks. That's interesting. Some things sink and some things float. So basically, it depends on what they're made of and how heavy they are for their size. There's a science reason for this. It's called density. Density means how much stuff is packed into something, even if things look big or small. The rock has more packed inside it, so it sinks. The sponge has less packed inside it, so it floats. So remember, more packed in sinks, less packed in floats. What do you think will sink or float next? Let's try something new. An orange. What do you think will happen? Let's see. The orange floats too. Interesting. But what if we change it? So I peeled this orange to see if it makes a difference. Do you think this one will float? It sank all the way to the bottom, just like the rock. Before, the orange floated, but now it sinks. When we removed the rind, we changed it. Now it doesn't float anymore. Sometimes, small changes can make a big difference. The rind has tiny air pockets inside it. Those air pockets help the orange float. When we remove the rind, the air is gone, so it sinks. That's interesting. When we took the rind off, it sank. So how do really big things like boats float? Boats float because they have air inside. That air helps them stay on top of the water. So air helps things float. Quiz time. Why did the orange sink? Was it A, it got heavier, or B, it lost the air in the rind? The answer is B. It lost the air in the rind. Did you get it? Remember, scientists, air helps things float. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time in Nova's Lab. Thanks for visiting Nova's Lab. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome science content.